So fishing in the fall for me used to be very frustrating. You have your days where you would just go out and catch them really, really good. Those fall fishing days you hear about. Then you have those days like today where you had your couple cool spells and all of a sudden it's back to 90 degrees and you would have a tough day. But guys, in this video I'm about to talk about how the forward-facing sonar unit has changed fishing in the fall, okay? It's changed bass fishing in general, but right now, this time of year, it has changed it. This is not going to be a video of if you agree or disagree. I'm just going to share how it's changed it. And I got some on-the-water footage action today where I came to a lake I've never fished to this time of year. This is the middle of September, as I just shared. Our conditions, the cool spell started, the old fall transition, fall, all that good stuff happened. And then all of a sudden, it was 90 degrees yesterday and 95 degrees today. But I still caught some fish, but it was all because of the forward-facing sonar unit. Welcome to the Fishing Coach YouTube channel. I am Coach E, Jimmy Eastern. Go ahead and call me Coach. Guys, thank you for being along today. And for me, part of my journey is if you followed along through it, but I'm going to share real quick. When I first went to full-time fishing, content creating, and editing for Fish the Moment, it was a fall time of year. And I had some good days and struggled, but there was a lot of struggle. But during that time, I wanted to learn the forward-facing sonar unit, so I sold to it because it was more towards the end of the fall, and I missed some of that better fall fishing. And then as I did it, went through it, got dialed in with it, I started doing my on-the-water lessons with it, guys. So if you're interested in that, I do on-the-water lessons. I do guide trips with the forward-facing. We've had a lot of clients, people, man, that I appreciate you guys, and we've had good trips. We've had double digits caught, we've had big days, but mainly a lot of lessons learned. So guys, during that though, I started that last summer, the teaching, because I got pretty dialed with it through the winter. I felt good, confident about it through the winter, spring, there we go, or summer. But that fall, guys, which was last fall, was incredible to me. And it was all because of forward-facing sonar. I'm going to tell you that right now, and that's what we're going to get to. How it's affected it and why. Like today. Today, guys, I'm at a lake I already told you, I'm not familiar with. I'm in the middle of the lake, and I just caught fish in the middle of the lake. Would have never caught these fish or been able to as efficiently if it wasn't for it. So last fall I had an incredible fall, and even this fall coming so far, it's been good. So I got on Lake Hamilton and been doing a lot of my on-the-water lessons there. I'm trying not to film out there. I did the Courage video kind of out there, but I didn't want to show everything due to me guiding out there, and it's been incredible. We've had guys from Missouri come down and catch them. I've had guys from Texas. It's been incredible, guys. So it's been good. But here I'm on the lake today. It's in the Hot Springs area. And guys, go ahead and look at the Deep Dive app, because you know I use the Deep Dive app when I come out to these lakes as I get into this trip. And I'm going to share right there with the Deep Dive app the wind direction. That was one thing I was looking at. We've not had much kind of the wind in the past few days. So I was kind of looking at the wind, the baits tool. I wanted to come out here today and throw a flutter spoon and catch them, but they didn't want a flutter spoon. Okay, they do and they don't. But guys, and one thing about like me on this lake, I was looking at those inflow points to kind of see where some true running creeks were. And today the fish I found were on the mouth of these creeks to the main lake. And we're going to get into a cool deal how I caught them out here behind me in timber where the thermocline set up. Stay tuned as we go in the video. I go through the chest footage on that, guys. But fishing in this time of year, what the forward-facing sonar taught me and others, and we knew they were kind of out here, but you can catch fish. There you go. I don't have my tripod, but you can catch fish in areas and in ways you never had before. Some of these fish get out here in these groups. When you're seeing them out here breaking, they get up and break, and they're in these big schools, but they're still in those schools swimming around. And what they do, as I've learned, is when that thermocline's there, they're staying above it. Okay, but when that thermocline disappears, they go to the bottom, and then you know then that's kind of where when they start getting deeper, they're kind of harder to catch, as I experienced earlier. But with this, you can target them other ways. That's one thing I was going to say is, guys, like, I'm okay with them taking out some tournaments and then limiting it. They need to. But if you want to go catch fish, right now is the time. And a way to get better at learning the forward-facing sonar, right now is the time. Like I said, I've not been out here ever this time of year. I came out here, I forgot how many fish I just caught. No giants, you know, I lost a couple good ones. But guys, talking about my baits and lures real quick, okay, that I have been using for the fall, okay? I'm going to try to do this without my tripod here, okay? Of course, one that I love, and you heard me talk about earlier, I love in the fall, is a big flutter spoon. There it is right there. They didn't want it today. Okay, I'm throwing this on the Level NGX series. Okay, this is a 710 medium heavy moderate. It's a big old swim bait rod, moderate fast. I'm throwing it on this. I'm throwing an extra heavy fast as well. 20-pound test. All my stuff's going to be down in the description, but these are kind of guys like my fall baits with the forward-facing sonar. I know I've made other videos talking about fall fishing, but this is kind of what I'm doing right now. Another one is the little riser bait. Okay, this right here is a riser. I'm gonna put this down there. This is actually a custom company. I'll put them down there. You can get the stuff off his website. Throwing the level 7.1 medium light NGX series. I'm throwing this at those fish that are 10 foot or less in the water. Trying to call them up. Today they didn't really want to come up and eat it. Of course, guys, the minnow. Today was the day these fish wanted the minnow. I don't want to throw the minnow, but they wanted the minnow today. Okay, so just the minnow that's on the old strolling jig head right there, the old queen tackle strolling jig head. Another kind of fall bait we're throwing right now. I got a credge up there. I made my credge video. I got a drop shot up there as well. I tried the drop shot on, and then my little George is over here as well. Oh, you can't see my little George is there well. But guys, we're about to go on the water. Got some chest footage where I'm just talking, kind of going through it. Got some other kind of baits down here on the floor as well. But guys, I'm telling you right now is the time. If you want to get better at your forward-facing sonar unit, the fall time is the time to do it. Because that's what I did 3 years ago. And I saw what happened last year, and I'm already doing it this year as I'm excited about it. Let's go get to the action. Got him. Little guy. Not a big one, guys, but out here, it's crazy. It's a smaller one out of probably that bunch. Smaller one. We're out here. I'll show you guys where we're at in a minute. I couldn't find them in, where are they at? They're all right there. We'll talk about this bait in a second too. But they came up and like they've never seen it before. See if another one will eat it. There you go, guys. Come on. So guys, we're out here kind of in the middle of the lake, and I'm literally the middle of the lake, and it's just something that they do, as we've learned. You know, they school, and they'll break up into schools. Now we're kind of around some fish. All of a sudden it looks like my hook there wasn't right, but they'll kind of get in these schools, guys, out here. And I'm just on a lake I've not been to for a while. I'm just trying to see if I can find some, and Graph didn't see much bait, but when you kind of find some like I did there, you find a couple. Now those came to the boat. There's some more, but there, you see how they're kind of down in the surface. I wish I had my live scope recording for you guys, but wish I had my live scope recording for you, but I don't, because I don't have my other graph up here. But they are kind of deep, and they're still right above that thermocline. We'll talk about this bait in a second, see if they want it. Those guys didn't want it. They've not been easy to catch today. Like that one there, not been easy to catch, and somewhere they're probably easy to catch. I just caught Greg there, and Greg probably told him, hey, freaking the dude's here. He's here. But when they're high up in the water column, they are. But this is just a little George imitator. See what happens here. There you go. Come on, guys. And I'm just kind of letting it fall. Like those dudes don't want it there. They do not. I don't want to throw the minnow at them. I want to try to catch them on some different baits for you guys today. But see, the thing about that group there, when I caught that fish, and now look, there's all this bait up here, guys, too. A lot of small bait up here. Where'd that one group go? But this is the little hammer. It's a little George imitator. It's a little tail spinner. A line through tail spinner. I normally like to have a little bobber stopper up here. Throwing this one on the 7.3 medium heavy fast. And just something a little different for these fish. One of those dudes. Oh, that's cool. We found him out here. Got you to bite. Got you to bite. You to bite. I wish I had my live scope recording, guys, for you. There's some better ones in this lake. Let's see if you can see them, guys. They're all right. They're all kind of right there. That's like 20 to 30 of them right there, if you can see. Found these in the mouth of a pocket up here, okay? Mouth of a pocket, or mouth of a little creek. Now they're all there. Threw a little George at them and lost one. I guess, you know, the hook kind of messes up like it does. And now here they go, but that dude Ate the old minnow. All right, guys, so we caught, what, 2 there and lost 1, and that was just one good group. And what I was doing here was just rolling right along. It's been kind of tough. Put this thing back on high, and there we go. Let's go look for some more. I was up here under the surface. Those are fish you would never catch without live scope. Not gonna lie to you, not gonna lie. But they're fun to catch. That's why, like I said, I'm gonna come out here, I'm gonna catch them. I'm just here fishing for fun. I wanna help you fish for fun. I wanna go catching. And this is still, you know, I mean, I don't know how many, forgot how many years. Well, I've said it before. How many years did I have? Like, I fished for 13 years and didn't have this thing, or 12 years, excuse me, I don't know, something like that. And now I've had it for 4, 5. So I've fished longer without it. And I'm gonna try to use it because we got it. And it's, like I said, it's opened some doors, like those fish there and those fish right there. Let's see if they want to eat. They're swimming at us. There ain't as many in that group. Oh, here they come. Oh, he missed it. No. Darn. That's where the top water bait should have been. Smaller dude, just out here in open water.
Are you fishing right now?
Yeah, I'm fishing right now. I got one chasing the minnow. Come on, dude, eat it. Got him. Get out of that tree. Get out of the tree. You're about to be on a video. What's this about to be? Oh, good old bass. Good old, oh, he got off right there at the boat. Darn. Darn, here, just stay on Carson for a second and just hang on. All right, guys, you see that right there? They're trees. Now look at these trees. Like the thermocline's there at 30, and the tops of them guys are in 28 to 20. And here I am out in the middle of the lake, as I've told you guys earlier. We can't catch these fish without live scope. And that right there is a good example. That was a good 2.5 pound fish right there, guys. Man, I wish I could have gotten the boat.
It's back there. There's brush piles out off that dock, that first dock.
That's a good one here, Carson. Oh, but that's a good one. Good one for this place. Maybe not, just another 2-pounder. Came out of that tree. Oh, that's cool. How about catching him in the tree right now? Get up in here. Sweet. All right, buddy, I'll holler at you a little bit. Let me try to catch a couple more of these and get this video filmed. Sick. Here I am, guys. Just caught another one up here. Pretty sweet. Catch him out here. Nice little fish. We'll let him go. We're just out here, guys, catching him in the trees. Like the only piece of cover out here. And the only piece of cover, now they're tearing up my freeloader. I forgot I have spot lock. But guys, here we are in the middle of the lake. And as I talked about earlier, that thermocline setup, they're right there above it. It's the only cover. Pretty cool that I just now got on this bite. Okay, got this bite. We're using the Rolling Strolling jig head. Okay, Rolling Strolling jig head. Rapala Crush City freeloader. I might have more of those in the truck. I don't know how many more I got in here. Guys, so I forgot to do an outro out there on the lake. I had a couple more fish catches out there in them trees that was right above the thermocline. And I actually found a group of fish on one tree. There was 4 of them. And for me, in my experience of looking at them and fishing for them enough, they were 4 to 6 pounders. I mean, they were some big, better fish. I just couldn't get them to bite. And there was a professional angler, not gonna say his name just because he might not want me to, out there on the lake earlier that day, and they caught about 50 fish is what he said. And I think during my time out there from the 1:30, 1:45 to 4:30ish, I caught like 15 and had that one good one get off that might have been over 2, and the other ones were smaller fish as you guys saw. But I will go ahead and say I want to get my live scope recordings back going, but the boat I'm in right now, here's my boat. You see my boat. The boat I'm in right now, which is for sale at Future Marine, I'll put the info in the description. It has the Garmin 34 system, but that unit, which is a really good unit, and it's the one that a lot of people has, and I do the trainings with. Okay, a lot of people have them. That one doesn't record. The one on my boat records. Now, you're probably like, Jimmy, just move it over. I'm in the process of that, but Garmin has different power cords for each unit. I found the negative with Garmin. I love Garmin. Lowrance has one power cord for all units. like up here on my boat, that's a 2007. I can put I can put a new unit up there because it has the same power cord. So I found a problem with Garmin. I found one finally. If you're Garmin watching it, that's a problem, and there's a reason for it. You know, they have a reason, but so I can't just move my unit from here to here. And guys, you know now Garmin's not paying me. I love the 34. I will use it. But that's why I can't get y'all screen recordings. I have a new power cord. It's right over here, but it just doesn't go plug in. It's a little bit of a process. Okay, so guys, let's now get into the fake juice segment. Okay, and hey, once again, before the fake juice, this boat here is for sale. Down there in the description, I'm going to be putting it out there. I'm not sure on my Facebook yet. I'm about to get to, but the person that buys this boat will get a trip with me. If you are a viewer watching and you share this boat with your friend, and your friend then tells me, I'll give you a trip as well. So I might give out 2 trips depending how this is. You'll have to drive down here to fish with me. That's the thing. Or you can, bring your boat and I'll go fish with you and help teach you your electronics and all that good stuff. Okay. So the fake juice segment, perseverance. We're going to talk about perseverance today. Okay. There's a few things I'm going to share with perseverance real quick. I'm going to share some quotes I got here. Okay. Perseverance is more than endurance. It is endurance combined with absolute assurance and certainty that what we are looking for is going to happen. That's one quote I got. It's pretty good. Here's another one. Battles are won in the trenches, in the grit and grime of courageous determination. They are won day by day in the arena of life. Okay, so that first one, perseverance and endurance do go together, and it shares how it is more powerful than endurance. Okay, so right now with perseverance, I look at like what I'm going through at times in my life. Like there's in our life we're gonna have our ups and downs, and how are you going to handle the downs or handle the tough times? And I think a lot of us are in that right now. Okay, we can go through many different scenarios. It could be something you're going through in life. It could be a change. It's easy to say as inflation's going on and stuff's kind of higher than normal. There's a lot that we can say. So we got to stay strong through it and continue on with it, and it'll help build our character. Okay, guys, so appreciate that. Hopefully those little quotes help you out. Thank you for watching the Fishing Goats YouTube channel, and guys, we will see you on the next one. You want to see the next one? Because I'm about to go edit the next one. Johnny Schultz is about to be in the house.